What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Booster Jaden YouTube channel. Today we're going to do a quick video on the Daily Swift installing a rear top brace. Let's get into it. Here's our rear top brace. It's Ultra Racing and it's the same brand as the front top brace, so the front top and the rear top braces will match, so I'm quite excited about that. I've never installed one before, so let's get into that. So we will start by removing the cargo cover blind thingy-majobby, and I'm going to put it to the side, and then the sub, I'm going to take the sub out, so I'm just going to undo it, and thing it, and we'll pull it out. We can put that wire, we'll just tuck it in the seat like that. Now we'll remove all these personal items. I want to pull this out because it's, oh no, well that wasn't meant to happen, but there's lots of like sand on it. We'll start by removing plastics. So here's my custom made pointer, which I use this to undo these clips because they break very easily. Yeah, pull out these, easy enough to do, push them in, pull them out. They break real easy, those clips, so be careful with them. So this bit of plastic will come out. There's 4 tabs that hold it in and then it just lifts out. And then we've got the one here. TM has these and I haven't yet trimmed those, but that'll have to be coming up. Probably after we've done the next lot of pieces for it. You want to pull this one out. Oh, you've got to pop the light out. So you just pull it out of the corner, and then there's a little electrical connector, take that off. There are the 3 bolts where it mounts onto, so we're going to undo those. I'm thinking that those plastic pieces may have to come off, but down here on the brace itself there's 3, so I imagine that that's where it goes. Actually, we've got the trusty TM right here. Let's just have a look how that one's mounted in. Oh yeah, exactly where I thought it went. And I'm going to undo all 3 of them using a 12mm piece. We'll just unscrew them out completely. Suppose I've never taken that side off before. Oh, and it just literally falls out. And now we'll do our second one and out. And now we'll take the brace, and I could imagine that it's going to go in, it's going to go down under that way, but how do I even fit it into here? Oh, she's a tight fit. Probably take off those factory plastic tab covers and then pull out this little loom, and then we can try and get this one in. That's sort of, that's almost lined up. I think this one with this side, so I'm going to line it up. We're now trying to put in our screws. Okay, so I just cut a little hole in it, and I don't even like give a rat's if it's in the right spot or not, because these are like $5 each from the wreckers, a dime a dozen really. Alright, let's continue. Put the last one in that side, and then we'll push this down the end. We're going to have to trim that better, but I think we'll just make it like a flap. And then we'll turn to this side, put it in, and then screw it all up. That's one. It's always the last one that's got to be difficult, doesn't it? Remember too that these are the back clips for your seat belt, so if you undo this stuff, make sure it's back in and torqued up correctly. Like, you don't want to over tighten, but you don't want to under tighten. Or I suppose cut it more that way. So we'll take our scissors, and we'll cut down that way, just like that. Cut it, tuck it, and then line it all up, pull the rubber out so that you can sit it in better. And then I'd put a couple of clips in to hold it. So I'd put one there, and I'd do like one more. So we want to do the same thing with this one. So let's go in from this way. So cut it, I cut it down to it's just about at the end. May as well. It's worth saying I won't be doing TM's one until I learn to be a bit more patient. I'm not the most patient kind of person, and I don't handle stress very well at all. Alright, so a look, there's a hole there and there's quite a big cut, but for the most of it, who really cares? I'm going to hyperlapse the rest of it, and then we'll come back and then we'll wrap this up. Alright, all installed, car all repacked, everything all put back together, all done. That brace was one of the more frustrating things I've done. I thought wiring and that was frustrating, but this was a whole new level, and it looks good. I have no idea how it's going to perform, but maybe we could include that in this video, and that'll be, well, that. Alright everyone, we're back, and we are doing a takeoff in the daily to see, I mean obviously it doesn't perform any better with that bar, but we've got a few corners coming up here. I'm going a little bit quicker than usual so we can see how it goes. Yeah, nah, handles a lot better, eh? It definitely takes away body movement. Like, the body of the car is definitely a lot more stable, which is what I imagine the bars are supposed to do. Thankfully, because it's a rear brace, I will not need a wheel alignment. And yeah, so I think that's going to wrap it up really. I think it does alright. I mean, I don't know, it's too early to say really. I've only been driving it for 6k now. Alright everybody, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed seeing the rear top brace be installed. One of the more frustrating things I've installed in a long time. Hopefully it rides and performs good. We'll update you on that later. Follow me on Instagram if you're not already. Link will be on the screen and in the description box. Follow me there for more updates on the Swifts and what I'm up to with them. Also subscribe if you're not subscribed, and if you're really nice, give this video a like if you liked it. If you didn't like it, please give it a dislike. Tell me, tell YouTube you don't like my content, or you do like it, or whatever. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. I suggest you do the same thing, and I'll catch you in the next video.